everyone, today I'm going to be going on a mini beast hunt in my garden, and then I'm going to be showing you how to make your own mini beasts at home with some things that you might find around your house. Now you could do your own mini beast hunt in your own garden, or even if you go out on a walk you could try and find some mini beasts. Now if you have got a magnifying glass or a mini beast viewer pot like this one, then that will help you see some of those mini beasts more clearly, but you don't have to have them. Now let's see what we can find in my garden. So mini beasts are small creatures without a backbone, otherwise known as invertebrates. They can be things like insects like bees or grasshoppers, or arachnids like spiders, or even mollusks like snails, and many other types of creatures. And you can usually tell what kind of mini beast you found by counting its legs. Mini beasts are really important animals and we need to protect them. So this is my garden, and as you can see my dog Poppy is sunbathing. It's quite sunny today and warm, so we should find lots of mini beasts. Now I've got lots of flowers in bloom here, and these attract pollinating insects, which are really important. I wonder if there's anything in the grass. There might be something hiding in between some of the blades of grass. Aha! Here is a spider sitting on the leaves of one of my plants. Now, spiders are carnivores, which means they eat other animals and they often make webs to catch their prey. Now, spiders are arachnids, and that means they have 8 legs. I think there might be something hiding in this plant. Yes, it's a snail. Now snails are mollusks and they don't actually have any legs, but they do have one muscular foot. Poppy tried to sniff the pot and put her head inside it. What I did was I carefully picked up the snail and put him in my bug viewer pot to have a closer look. Now you have to be very careful if you want to pick up any mini beasts, and you should only do it using a pot or using a paintbrush to sweep them in. This is because some mini beasts can bite or sting, but you could also hurt them if you pick them up with your fingers. Now I'm going to let the snail go, and you should always put mini beasts back where you found them. Now here I found a woodlouse. And woodlice are actually crustaceans like crabs. And there are some woodlice called pillbug woodlice that roll up into a ball when they want to protect themselves. And this isn't one of those. We can tell because it's just standing really still when I picked it up. Now let's see if we can put it back exactly where I found it, in the flower bed. There we go. Now, a mini beast you might see in your garden or even out on your walk is a bee, which is an insect. I've got a bug hotel here, and there are some solitary bees hovering around it to see if it's a good place to lay their eggs. And I also found another bee collecting nectar from some of the flowers. Now, bees and other insects are really important because they help to pollinate flowers. There he goes. Sometimes we can find signs of where mini beasts have been. Like the holes in this leaf, they tell us that a mini beast might have been nearby. So let's have a look if there's anything underneath. Yes, there's a big caterpillar hiding underneath. Now I'm sure that you know that caterpillars turn into butterflies, don't they? But they have to eat a lot of food before they can do that. Now I think I can see some mini beasts on this tulip. Yes, there are quite a lot of greenfly on here. Greenfly are very small insects that feed off plants, which means they're herbivores. Some mini beasts live underground, so I'm going to use my trail to carefully dig in the soil to see if I can find anything. Yes, there's an earthworm. I'm going to carefully scoop it up with my bug pot. and then we can have a closer look at it. There it is. Now, worms breathe through their skin and they have to stay moist to survive. Worms are really good for the soil. Now, it's a warm day, so I'm going to put this worm back into the soil so it doesn't dry out. Okay, now that we've done our mini beast and found lots of creatures in the garden, I'm going to show you how to make your own mini beasts, like some of these ones. Now, there's lots of different things you could use to make them. It might be things that are going to be recycled or thrown away, like these egg boxes. Or it might be things that you have in your house that are art materials, like pipe cleaners or pom-poms or googly eyes. So I'll just show you how I made some of my mini beasts first of all. So I made this caterpillar just by threading some beads onto a pipe cleaner and then gluing on some googly eyes. And this dragonfly, all I did with this was get a lolly stick. This one was already coloured blue, but if you had a plain wooden one you could colour it in with some paint or felt tip pens. And then I just wrapped some wool around so it looks like it's stripy, glued on some googly eyes, and then I cut out some wings just from either, you can use a piece of acetate, which is just clear plastic, or I just recycled some cut-offs from laminating. So when you laminate posters and things like that, sometimes you need to cut the pieces off, so I use those. And these are the ones that I'm going to show you in a bit more detail. So these are the ones that are made from the egg box, recycled egg box. So I've got a ladybird and a bee, and I'm going to show you how to make the bee today. Okay, so to make a bee exactly like my one, you will need an egg carton. This one just happens to be yellow, but you could paint your one yellow if it's a grey or a different colour. And you'll need some yellow pom-poms, 2 yellow pom-poms, black pipe cleaner, just cut into 2 small pieces, some googly eyes, a pencil, scissors, a black felt tip pen, a small piece of blue tack, sellotape, a glue stick, and something to make the wings. So you could use the acetate, as I was saying before, or you could use some shiny cards, some silver cards, something like that would work as well. So the first thing you'd have to do is to cut out a section of your egg container. So with these ones, sometimes you might find different shapes on different packs from different shops. They might have slightly different shapes. So with this one I'd have to take ones from the end because they've got a better shape. So I just cut it out. And then just tidy up the edges. Okay, so you've got the body of your bee ready to go. I'll use this one. So first thing is to make your wings. So you'll need 2 pieces of your acetate or shiny card, and hold 2 pieces together and then just fold them in half and make a crease so they stay folded. And then you're just going to cut out some wing shapes from this. So these have got quite round shaped wings. And then just take some sellotape. So once we've found a place for our wings, we just use our tape to secure them down on the inside of the egg carton. And then we need to add the antennae. So you'll need a pencil and just make a small hole in the egg carton so you can poke the pipe cleaners through. So just need a sharp pencil. This one's actually not that sharp, but it will work all the same, I hope. Might just have to push a bit harder. Put your piece of blue tack underneath and just carefully push your pencil through so you make a little hole. If you're unsure, you can ask an adult to help you. And just do the same on the other side. And then with our antennae, we can gently bend down the pipe cleaner. So it's almost like a little hook at the top. And just poke one in and the other. Then we need to do our eyes. So we're going to first of all glue the eyes to the pom-poms. And then we're going to glue the pom-poms to the egg carton. Okay, so our bee is starting to look more like a bee, but I think he's going to need some stripes, so you can just draw those on with a black felt tip pen. Okay, so we've drawn our stripes on, and lastly our bee just needs a friendly smile, so we can draw that in. Okay, that's our bees done. And now for the ladybird, I'll just tell you what I did because it's very similar. I cut out a piece of egg box, and this was a grey one, so I just painted it red. And then ladybirds have wings, although you might not always see their wings because when they're walking along their wings get hidden. Okay, they all get tucked up underneath, but they do have them. So I've just done this ladybird with some silver wings, just hiding behind her here, just poking out, and I just cut them out with some silver, using some silver card. And then I drew all her spots on with a black felt tip pen once the paint was dry. And then I did the exact same thing for the eyes and used a black pom-pom this time, stuck those on and stuck the googly eyes on and made the antenna as well. You can use lots of different things that you might find around your house to make lots of nice mini beasts like my ones. They don't have to be exactly the same as this. You could come up with your own designs and maybe try and think of some interesting ways to use things that might be recycled or otherwise thrown away. But don't forget to ask an adult if it's okay to use things that you find around the house. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have fun on your own mini beast hunt and get a chance to make your own mini beasts at home. Thanks, bye!